running through your veins. Oh, you're carrying the weight in the dead of night on that broken road. I won't let you walk alone. Oh, my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline.
That I know half the hell you see, but that don't mean it's something. It's stronger than you think. You know it has to end, but you don't know where to start. You can pack your bags and
We're about 20 miles from the Gulf of Mexico at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa, as we bring you the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we begin the divisional round with a tremendous matchup. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. That's Brandon McManus to get this one underway. And off we go from Tampa. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And it will finally get him down. He gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Right to the air, it's Mayfield. Swing this one out to White. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
I think this is something that we can expect the rest of the day here, Mike, in the passing game. They love getting the running back involved early. And I think until the defense shows they got a plan to take him away, expect them to continue to find ways to get him involved in the passing game.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 1. The first carry for the Spartans, Kenneth Walker. And he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Once again, it's Walker. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give them back enough room to operate. And that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That's out wide to Williams. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
On the ground, the goal for Rashad White, the back out of Arizona State. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the 1st down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
This one on target to Godwin. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he's going to be forced out of bounds. Still plenty of work to do. 3rd and long coming up. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Hey, alert 33. Stop.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Buccaneers are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line.
Ready. Let's go.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Love to throw to get started. That's caught at Savion Williams. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on 1st down.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Black 40. Set.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. And that is incomplete. Tucker Kraft was the intended receiver there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
On 4th down, the Packers turn it over to Daniel Whelan to punt. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and the mouse to the 20-yard line. Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. That's his first grab in this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the 1st down as well.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Set. 180. Start.
On the handoff, this is Walker. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase, is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
1 quarter down in this NFC divisional round matchup. The Bucs have the early lead. We'll have more from Tampa after this. It is 3rd and 10. Mayfield. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Edgerrin Cooper. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. At the shotgun, it's Love. A ball deep for the end zone. That is going to be ball in. He's got it. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Green Bay.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
A little bit easier following the penalty, and the kick is good. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Now Mayfield. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
They go play action with Mayfield. That one swung out wide to Walker. A 19-yard pickup there. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
So the rule of thumb, so often when you call these play action passes, Mike, is that the guy you fake it to, he tends to be wide open more often than not. And it's exactly the case here. Dump it off to the back in the flat, and he does the rest.
He'll get this complete to Walker. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 2 straight hookups. This one good for 10 yards.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he will get into the end zone. Rashad White, touchdown Buccaneers.
once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
McLaughlin good on the extra point. And the Buccaneers are on top. It's now 10-7. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Ready.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Set, hunt. Black, 95. White.
From the gun, it's Love. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Ball's red. Here we go. Pitch, cut.
Back to the air, it's Love. I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He's got him in. That's Watson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. Drill green. Hunt.
Now Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. It is a big-time play for the Packers. 36 yards.
1st and goal, Green Bay.
Ready, break.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal.
Ready. 45, White. Ready.
Jacobs is into the end zone. Touchdown.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback, and the ball's coming out to the 35. Drive begins with a run by White. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. This pass is caught by Cade Otton. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 7. They run with Walker. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and
1.
Throwing is Mayfield. That is caught. He finds Walker. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
To throw is Mayfield. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Now Walker. Finding room to the 20. And he'll take this one in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Tampa.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line.
Black open. Left set.
On 1st down, it's Love. He'll take a shot for Watson. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now the Bucs will take their 1st timeout. They'll stop the clock at 24 seconds to go until halftime. They face 2nd down and 7. On play action, Mayfield. Emeka Egbuka, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down.
And the defender does such a good job, like not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Ready. Here we go. Here we go. 53. Set, huh?
On first and 10, here's Love. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. We are set for the second half kickoff. One of these teams ready to book a date in the NFC Championship game next week, and we are back at it with the third quarter.
Set, ready. 45, one. Ready, ready.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get them the ball.
Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll try to run it here with Jacobs. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. A gain there of 21. Good for a Green Bay first down.
Third down and short. You decide to hand the ball off. What you're really telling yourself is just pick up enough yards to reset these downs. But in this case, the back had a whole lot more in mind. He saw the crease, and he hit it, and it led to a big gain.
Here we go, set.
The man in motion is Watson. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
On the double. Here we go. Black 40. Ready?
Here comes the jet sweep. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
That is caught, and he's in. Christian Watson, touchdown, Green Bay. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. Now it's McManus for the point after. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. McManus on for the point after. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. And they are unable to tack on the extra point. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. We'll go ahead and just cede the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. On first down is Mayfield. Godwin working the right side. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page. And that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
On the ground, it's Walker.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL might do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, and it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Second and inches. They'll run the draw with Walker. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Baker going to hand it to White. And this will be a short gain down to the 41-yard line. Entering Cooper. They're on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
On second down, Baker swings this one out to White. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
Buccaneers, first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. Forced to his right. He keeps it himself. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on first down.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
From the 22 now, here's second down and 5. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is first down and goal. From the gun, it's Mayfield. This one caught at the 4. And he'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be second and goal.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
For the lead, here is 3rd and goal. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal. So we get to a pressure kick. And here's Chase McLaughlin. This to tie things up here in the 4th. And this one right down the middle. It's good. That evens the score here in the 4th quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. Not much happening there. Just a short game. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Possibly the play of the game right here. It is 4th down.
Here we go.
They'll go for it. Love. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
Turnover on down.
They'll run right. Here's Walker. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. To throw is Mayfield. Forced out wide. That's going to be incomplete. Covered very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are under.
He'll be taken down well short of the 1st down. He's about 4. That brings up 4th down. So we get to a pressure kick. And here's Chase McLaughlin. This to grab a late lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. They move out front and take the lead here in the 4th quarter. So they lead by 3 here in this 4th quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No fun of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. Love to throw it on 1st down. To the left side in the hands of Watson. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good game on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards. From the 43. Here's second down and 2.
Brings up second and 2.
Black 40, blue, go. Go red.
The man in motion is Watson.
Fury, yellow. Field, black. Set, hunt.
Throwing on second down, Love. A pass taken in by Watson.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Packers.
First down. A gain of 14. First down, Green Bay.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Cluster, six. Here we go, set, set.
From the gun, it's Love. Pass caught right side by Kraft. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
On the set.
Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's first and 10. They'll go with Jacobs. Here's second down and 3.
Ready, ready. Yellow, 22. Slide blue. Cut.
They'll drop the throw. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
Out-breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the time. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
He'll get this one out to Jacobs.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Ready. 40, 12, 10, 10.
On second down, Love. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have fourth down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive.
And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. The quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. Here's first down.
Motion. 180. What's up?
Mayfield to throw. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. It's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Set. 180. Alert, 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 alert.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best first down play call to your quarterback. A field goal's not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way. Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.